I'm assuming. Yep, okay, yep, I am. Perfect. Woo! I love that this intro cutscene for the title card is in 60 FPS. I can't wait for the rest of the game to not fucking look like that. What? The fucking I got new thing. I haven't opened this game in a year. Ew. Oh, the pink one is kind of nice. It says Jade, and that's the name that's on my Twitch. So we're gonna go with that. Wrong fucking button. Oh, I know how to navigate menus. Okay. Holy shit! That it takes so many of those fucking tokens to unlock an aura. That is unbelievable. Okay. That looks neat as shit. Classic Sonic? Short stuff, I just noticed that's fucking... God damn it. The original... Oh, that's cool. Fucking Omochao. They're actually paying attention to Omochao for once. Like, again, that's kind of weird. Anyway. There's a lot of these profile icons. Holy shit, there's so many profile icons. There's more in this than there is, like, anything else in this fucking game. That is unbelievable. Aw, baby Sonic. Anyway, my records. Oh, we get to make fun of myself really quickly. Hold on. That's Tropical Resort. What? Have I beat this on my PlayStation when I had it. That's what it was. I have not beaten this on my Xbox. Alright, we get to, remedy that here soon. That is the most annoying noise in the fucking world. Holy shit. Oh my god, that noise is so awful. We're gonna hit new game. Yeah, why not?
Hello, Sonic. Do you read me? Hello, Sonic. Do you read me? I'll be your navigator.
Sure, but why not? I mean, it looks like that's just supposed to be for the question mark ring, so I hopefully won't hear Tails fucking talking to me the entire time, because if I do, I'm gonna fucking swing him by his yellow tails in the next fucking wall I see. Wait. Please load. Please load. Please load. I may be on an original generation Xbox One, but it should not take that fucking long to load. Anyway. I can't go to options from here? That is not what I meant to do. I thought that would... Okay. And I'm getting no music now. Oh, this entire stream has been an absolute fucking joy all of a sudden. Audio. I cannot... We're gonna do the original music. Because that... I forgot how awful the Act 1 remix of Tropical Resort is. Tomoya Otani was not allowed to be
Hello,
a
son.
good composer for this remaster, and it makes me really sad. This is so much better. What the fuck is the tropical resort island even supposed to be? Alright, I gotta get used to color control because B is boost? I thought it was X. Oh no, X is homing attack. I'm just stupid. Especially stupid since I just can't. There's that. That noise is obnoxious. Yeah, I get it. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a trick jump. Oh, okay. That was just about the most awkward thing I've ever seen. Alright, yep, now I can jerk off the fucking A button on my controller. Game. Jerk. Okay. I'm fucking throw my controller to the wall. Alright, how about if it's B ranked, I guess? That was a B? I'm shocked. I am shocked that I did not think I deserved any higher than a B. That was a nightmare. That entire level was a fucking disaster. Oh my god, I've played so much Frontier. It is unbelievable how used I am to that control team. I wanted to get the whisk capsule, fuck. Alright, once again I'm just pressing the wrong buttons now. I had boosts though? I'm... Okay. I didn't. Alright, whatever. I'm fine with that. I'm no longer because I don't have these anymore, but, you know. It's just oddly racist. Eggman's appropriating ancient South American culture in his outer space amusement park. For shame. Cancel my talk. Alright, I don't have to wait, so I cannot do anything fun in this level. I'm... Game. Thank you. Up. There we go. feel like it didn't show to put a ring on it. I did not equip my Jade colored shit. I'm upset. Whatever.
Welcome to Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park, where you can enjoy 5 planets for the price of 1.
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but I gotta hand it to the Eggster. This place is epic. Everyone and their brother is gonna want to come here.
No doubt. But now I'm not sure why we're here. This place looks totally harmless.
Because Eggman plus secretly built amusement park equals evil plot for us to foil. Lucky for us, he's not very good at keeping things hidden.
True. It would be pretty hard to miss a giant floating space amusement park surrounded by planets. Still, an evil plot? I don't know.
Wow! Plot or not, you can't be mad at this view. This place has taken beauty to the next level. I'm just surprised that it was so easy to sneak in here.
I wouldn't say it was that easy.
Hello, happy people. Buckle up as Eggman's ultra-accelerating space elevator whisks you to an interplanetary wonderland of fun.
I can't believe somebody was dumb enough to leave the keys in this thing. It's like Eggman's begging us to sneak in and trash the place.
Oh man, this thing's got crazy fast acceleration.
You call this fast?
This amusement park has been constructed entirely out of a sense of remorse for my past transgressions, and is in no way associated with any sort of evil plot or premeditated misdeeds.
Well, that's a relief.
Just thinking about it makes my head feel like it wants to. Huh?
Aliens!
Your voice chip is stuck on cowboy again. Stop talking and net those aliens.
Come on here, you little varmints. Come back here. I'll get you. Hey, come here.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm sure of what I'm gonna do. Hey, what's going on? Huh? Whoa!
That is the longest fucking cutscene. I do not remember that cutscene being like 5 minutes long. That was holy shit. Alright, I actually have to play the video game now. Alright, here we go. Also, this place isn't really all that tropical. Like, unless you count the fucking, like, ancient cult religious masks that Eggman was using, and water slides, but I don't. That's kind of a little ridiculous. I'm out of boost. Aww. Alright. Is that grind rail? That's a grind rail. Alright, I thought that was left bumper. Alright, whatever. Oh, god damn it. Game, please. Video game. Qualified for the Grand Slam. Dad, stop moving, you stupid fuck. No, stop Sonic maybe all about gotta go fast, but he doesn't know how to gotta go not accelerate. Oh, now he does. Face versus brick fucking wall. There we go. Don't fall. There's nothing to land on down there. No shit. You know, I'm currently in outer fucking space. Is there a spring back here? Game.
Break through that.
Oh? I'm really confused what's going on right now.
Oh, you can break through that platform.
Wait, what? I see.
Almost made it.
Oh wait, again, I'm very used to Frontier Control where B is stomp, not X. Alright, let's... I kind of forgot I can, like, aim the laser with, because, like, I'm just bad at video games. I can't go back to... okay. Yeah, I get that. It's my first A rank, at the very least. That's something. All I gotta say is you can tell this game was not made with consoles other than the Wii in mind. Because this feels so unnatural on a fucking Xbox controller. Damn it! I was trying to get that medal.
Capacitor to the maximizing modulationizer.
Please stop using words.
I know what you were saying, little guy, or gal, or whatever you are.
Oh man, that was crazy!
Oh.
I hate continuously comparing this to my experience with Frontiers, but like, God, I'm so used to Sonic's voice in Frontiers. It is not this.
Some kind of wild energy. And after a few seconds, they'd pop out of me.
I find that hard to believe.
Motherfucker survived a fall from outer space. Why is that hard for you to believe?
Okay, seriously? We need to find Eggman and figure out how catching these aliens fits into whatever heinous plan he's hatching.
And wreck that plan, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how we spend our time.
See, I would be playing, like, Unleashed or adventure right now, but because Xbox's services are mega fucked, I cannot, and it's making me really mad because I actually just really want to play adventure right now. No matter how good the tropical resort music is, it cannot save how awkward this feels on an Xbox controller. Wiimote and nunchuck is superior. I should get this game for the Wii again and just compare it. Wait. Alright. Slowly getting used to the Xbox controls, which does not mean it's fucking good. I'm complaining a lot for a Sonic fan, holy shit. His Colors is one of the better Bruce games. I'm just bad.
I'm on my way!
A little odd that we use the same set piece twice, but you go you queen. I'm so tired, I am completely fucking up. Phrases now. That's wonderful. Holy shit, I need to go to bed. Game, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, it's all the way back here. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. How about I don't fucking careen off the edge? Alright, let's not fuck up the thing I'm trying to do, please. I'm not gonna lie, I'd actually rather play Lost World right now. Lost World is just so much better controlled than this. Okay, I cannot double jump here, apparently, which is annoying. There we go. That's more up my alley. Video game. Whatever, I don't need it. Yeah, don't lose capsule, you moron. Come on. There we go. Oh, I'm also here. Okay. Video game. How do I get out, please? That's not a... I'm 30. That's tragic. These interactive scoreboards kind of lose their meaning, though, because, like, the rings don't do anything. And they used to give you 1-ups if you got an A or S rank, and they just don't anymore. That's kind of sad. Can I follow myself on my own Twitch account? Why does it allow me to do that? get all the red rings on if I remember where they all are. Which I won't. I'm pretty stupid. Well, okay. I'm gonna feel real stupid if I miss all of them now, if it's that fucking obvious. Maybe they won't be, because I need the spike whisk for that. That's a goal ring that I hear. Yeah, you need the spike whisk for one of them, that's fine. Still a little unbelievable that you can get 4 out of 5 on your first try when you're quite literally supposed to replay these levels. Man, I really hope there's some way we can get Heroes in Shadow on modern hardware. I never got a chance to actually properly play Heroes, and I'm, as controversial as it is, I very much like Shadow the Hedgehog as a game. It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Not nearly enough aliens.
Want us to get more?
No, I want you to get me a cheeseburger and a shake.
That'll be easier. Cheeseburgers don't run as fast as them little alien varmints.
Idiot, get me more aliens.
Y'all want fries with that? I reckon that hurt a bit. Wait a minute, I need to go over yonder. Sorry.
Precious little aliens. I'll harness their hyper-go-on power, and then nothing will stop me. I know I say that every time, but this time, really, nothing will stop me.
That's pretty ironic in about 3 hours from now.
Who you calling nothing?
He means since the boss said
That's
nothing
how
will
he
stop
did a
him,
Sonic
and
X
Sonic
thing.
here is going to stop him. It's like the boss was calling Sonic nothing.
Great! I thought nobody would get that.
Fine. You're so smart, robot. You take care
God,
of
these
this
fucking
mess.
FMVs are
Release
so
the
outdated,
big
they
boy.
are becoming
At least I
corrupted
know he
as I
won't
watch
screw it
them.
up. Hasta la bye-bye, suckers!
Ah yes, Eggman's most threatening invention yet, a
Yes,
sentient
it's time
Ferris
for
wheel.
me to start stopping.
I get it.
I really do have to ask why Eggman thought this was a good idea. Like, did he think this is, like, gonna kill or do anything aside from be a nuisance? This just seems like a lot of maintenance for something that's not gonna get anything done.
Use the platform.
Oh, that... Okay. I thought the laser was just a weakness. I didn't think it was a fucking one-hit kill. I don't remember that being part of it. And I've watched reviews on this game. What the fuck? And that still was not an S-rank. That's unbelievable.
Just tighten this last bolt.
Sonic with his furthermore MJ influence.
I did a little shopping, grabbed a bite to eat, and trashed a giant killer robot.
Oh, really? They've got shopping here, too?
This place has everything. Hey, so how's your translator thingy coming along?
I think it's done. It's in binary code, so only I can read it. Okay, ask away.
Who are you, and what is happening to your people?
Okay, he says his name is Toxalot, and he's from a faraway soda, and where flowers water them with dances.
Yeah, I think your machine still has some bugs.
Yeah, I think I can.
It is
figure this
crazy
out.
how little emotion Sonic shows in his face unless he's
His
just
name is
bored.
Yacker. He's from a race of beings called wisps.
Wisps?
W.
Yeah, I'll just stick with aliens if that's okay with everybody.
That is the second, fourth wall break in the past 10 minutes.
So anyway, they're either being used for their magical powers by an evil man, or to make underwear to be worn by Salad. You just hear save them over and over.
You said only you can read it, but now you're hearing them say things? Make up your fucking mind tales, you schizophrenic.
I think I'll go check them out, and maybe save some aliens.
The mouse man said to wrangle every piece of this mess. When you consider what we're doing from a robot's point of view, it's actually very gruesome.
Don't think about it.
If you say so.
I'm missing an arm.
Yeah, those,
Have you got an arm?
those grabbers that they're using are absolutely not strong enough to lift up all this shit. No, absolutely not. I think naming a cute character Yacker is pretty silly, given the fact that, you know, yak is something people say for vomit. So you just literally just name the character Puke. Way to go, Sega. We go with one of the best tracks in the game. That's for a laser. It's right here. I can't... You're fucking kidding me. Alright, yeah, no, I'm figuring out how to get that laser. There are things there, and I want those things. I'm a very materialistic person like that. That is a very out of the way spring. Holy shit. That is kind of unbelievable. Okay. We're gonna... Bada bing, bada boom. Like, I can't boost here? Why can I not boost here? Video game. Oh, now I can. Whatever. Oh, it's because I was entering a drift zone. Got it. It's kind of interesting to think about where Sonic would have gone post Unleashed if this game didn't happen. Because this game set the precedent for Sonic going forward for a very long time. Over, I think like, just from this game until Frontiers, actually, I think. Just how it was written and how the stories were. Because that includes things I think like Boom and like Sonic Racing and stuff. So is a drill gonna respawn? I do think this kind of style can work for Sonic, but the fact that it was going on for so long is what was really, really obnoxious for people. because Colors, from a writing, story, and character standpoint, was entirely reductive because, the way I see it, they wanted to refresh people and get people caught up, or modernize it for younger audiences. They didn't want to confuse kids, especially with Unleashed, how how relatively dark and serious Unleashed was, especially with the threat, Sonic being completely overpowered because of having Supersonic ripped out of him, the world quite literally being destroyed. I think this is kind of the way I see it. Colors is basically what Thor Ragnarok was to the rest of the MCU during that phase, because that came out right after Civil War, I think. It was a very serious movie, and there's just a bunch of other stuff happening. Like, we just had Age of Ultron happen. Black Panther was on its way. We had Infinity War making the rounds. Thor Ragnarok was a comedy, made to be a comedy just to get people to laugh and relax. And for all intents and purposes, I think that's what Colors is supposed to be. It's just Sega learned the wrong lessons from this. And it's one of the reasons why Frontiers is such a big deal. However, I do not want to discredit, I do not want to purely shift the blame on the direction and the writing and stuff, because at the very least, because who was it? Give me 1 second. Who directed Colors? Okay. It was Kishimoto that directed this. I just wanted to double check before I went on and said what I was about to say. If you ask me, I think what Mario Kishimoto has done with Sonic is, I believe he's done this game, he's done Lost World, he's done, I believe, Black Knight, he's done Frontiers, obviously, and at the very least, those ones, possibly Generations. Oh, and Forces. The ideas that Kishimoto puts forward, the things he wants to do with these characters, and the places he wants to take them, is nothing short of admirable, interesting, and incredibly captivating. I think the problem with the modern era, at least prior to Frontiers, was because Sega was just not allowing Sonic to thrive. Why do you think Unleashed is considered like an actual piece of art now because of the stuff that it does? The game visually is an absolute masterpiece. Like, there's no denying how gorgeous Unleashed is as a game. The story is similar to things that we've seen in other games before, but it was executed in a way for Sonic that we haven't really seen much. Like, yeah, we've had existential threats and stuff. And I mean, again, just look at Frontiers if you want an example of, like, that kind of thing and why people like it. You know, you've got the big bosses, you've got the Bio-Lizard, you've got Chaos, you've got Dark Gaia, you've got all that. The problem with the modern area with Kishimoto directing is I think he genuinely was at odds with Sega all the time. And Sega never allowed his ideas to actually flourish. Because if you notice anything with the modern/meta era Sonic games, instead of things like Sonic Adventure 2, where the main villain is, while Eggman is a threat, the main villain ends up being the Bio-Lizard and technically Shadow. Heroes, the main villain is, or the actual threat is Metal Sonic, unleashed its Dark Gaia. And while all of these plans and all of these things happen because of Eggman's influence, I think a problem with the meta era of Sonic is the fact that everything was so centered around what Eggman was doing. It was always about him. It was always something that he was directly involved with. I think what makes things interesting is, yes, Eggman should still be involved somehow, but I think having a threat that he's not in control of, something that works beyond him, is a genuinely very interesting story. It's a much more interesting story than classic Sonic vs. Eggman. If you really want that, just play Sonic 1, 2, 3, or 4, or play Superstars. I think there's enough of a change in direction with stuff now where we can have the classic good versus bad Sonic vs. Eggman story, but also have more creative stories, more creative themes, and more creative villains, and obviously stories with those villains in the modern era, if we just stop focusing so much on Eggman. I really like what Frontiers has done, because while Eggman definitely had presence and he was involved with all of the things happening in Frontiers, he's not the main focus, and he's got less important of a role because the main villain is something else entirely, and it's an interesting replacement for Eggman at that. I don't know, I'm just rambling here at this point, but that's just how I see it. Because Eggman's very entertaining, but I think the kind of villain that Eggman is, it's not a Bowser situation. Because one of the reasons why I also really like things like the Mario and Luigi stories and classic Paper Mario stories and stuff like that is because Bowser could be a character, he could be a threat, but something else was that he was not always the main antagonist. He was only the main antagonist in, I believe it was, well, technically Bowser's Inside Story, I guess, but there was also when he was possessed by Cackletta in Superstar Saga. There was Phantasma from Dream Team. There was whoever Paper Jams was, and then in Paper Mario, he was only the main villain originally for the first one. Because then it was the X-Nauts and whatever the main bad guy, Shadow Queen. That's what it was. The Shadow Queen was like the main big Bowser was just after that power. Well, he was after Peach, but he was also after that. And then Super Paper Mario, you play as Bowser, one of the characters you play as. I think Super Paper Mario is a really good example of the kind of thing that should be done with Sonic, because you can have Eggman still be involved and have some part of the story, but things that are completely detached from him, I think they're always going to be more interesting, because you can only do the whole mad scientist shtick for so long before it starts to get tired, old, and boring. Like, again, like, look at, you know, just go to Sonic Adventure 2, for example. Like, yeah, he played a central part, and the mad scientist role was still there, but you had Gerald Robotnik, you had the military, who was all actually to blame. In the military who killed Maria, you had Gerald Robotnik, who created Shadow to serve justice to humanity. And it's just far more interesting to me than just one of Eggman's other schemes. It allows Eggman to be a character, have his own stakes, and allows things to go in different directions. also why the storybook games are actually so refreshing. Because Eggman is in Secret Rings. I don't remember his role in Secret Rings, but he's in it, and I don't think he's even in Black Knight. I could be wrong, because I've never played Black Knight. I've only seen gameplay of it, but... so I think... What was it? So there was supposed to be a third storybook game, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what it was supposed to be. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna try and figure that out here really quickly. So there was a poll that was put. This is interesting. I'm looking at the Sonic wiki page right now, or the fandom page for Sonic, and it's telling me that after the release of Black Knight, Sega ran a Facebook poll. Why would you run a Facebook poll of all things? That's yikes. Anyway. So apparently, Sega ran a Facebook poll to see what they would have wanted to see covered in the third storybook game. And apparently, things included the Old West, which now that sounds really cool. I feel like with the storybook setting, like they're trying to go for, it would not work in that context. Again, it would be cool, and who knows, maybe that could have been a way to introduce audiences to Fang the Sniper sooner, since, you know, he's a bounty hunter. But there was that, there was a haunted house, etc. There was a bunch of options. Apparently, if we would have gotten a third storybook game, it would have been based around Crystal Falls, which sounds badass. That sounds awesome. Imagine Sonic fighting Zeus. Like, that just sounds so fucking crazy. Anyway, yeah. No, initially what I was thinking was that, my initial train of thought, because I'm stupid, was that 06, or that, no, it was Colors, I think, was made in response to 06 not being able to be ported to the Wii, if I remember correctly. There's the Sonic Unleashed Wii port, but then there's Colors, which was released a couple years after. I don't know, the timeline's really confusing, and that's something I've always been very... it's been hard for me to keep track of that kind of thing. No, but, again, just more storybook stuff, more creative stories, and stop having the focus always be on Eggman. Or if you're gonna do that, again, go the Mario route, and have those stories separated. And I think what Mario benefits from is the fact that his characters, for the most part, aside from obviously things here and there, is they're mostly completely mute. Like, obviously, Sunshine's the big example as to not, and there's, you know, text dialogue and stuff. But they don't have voices. They still have defined, like, Bowser still has a defined character, but he's really the only defined character in the traditional Mario series. You can technically consider, like, I wouldn't say that. With Mario Wonder coming out, Bowser is kind of getting that role as well, but still. Yeah, just if anything, just do the inverse of what Mario did, where the main series is the stuff that does all the creative stories, and the classic/retro series is the one that keeps the Eggman Sonic centric stuff. Especially with the Final Horizon DLC for Frontiers, I definitely think... I feel like you can really see the passion and direction Kishimoto has wanted to take Sonic in for so long, but Sega just never let him. And I'm glad that Frontiers has proved to Sega that this kind of stuff is worth keeping around, and that they're finally going to allow for just, like, more budget for Sonic so that they can just do better. Of course, bringing Ian Flynn on to Frontiers development was also a very smart move. But even then, like, Colors is, for what it is, what it was trying to be, Colors is very good. Colors is refreshing, it's fun, it's new, it's all sorts of things. But I think it's also a good palate cleanser from the serious shit that has been happening for so long up to that point. And in a weird, in an ironic twist of fate, Frontiers is that. It's the same thing that Colors was, just the inverse. Where instead of having this, like, just very laid-back, goofy story, sorry, give me a second, I'm trying to get this part right. Where instead of having this laid-back, goofy story, you have something that really takes its time, takes itself seriously, and allows itself to be mysterious, serious, grounded, dark, depressing, because Frontiers is not a happy game. Instead of just being constantly filled with jokes, being lighthearted, and all that other good shit. And that's the issue with Sonic storytelling and how non-seriously everything was taken really came to a head when Forces came out. Like, I think Forces as a concept is such a good idea, and I think Forces deserves so much better than God. Like, I think it could have been really interesting if we had a game where Sonic was out of it for a while because he was either imprisoned or missing because of Eggman, and we had to see how every other character reacted to that. You kind of see it, like, because you see, you know, Tails is having a hard time dealing with the fact that Sonic is no longer there, and, you know, Knuckles is taking up a leadership role, you have all this other stuff going on. But the moment that Sonic is defeated, you play one level as the rookie, or as the avatar, which is good. It introduces you to the gimmick, it introduces you to your own character and how you would play into the story, and then the third level is Tails gets saved by Classic Sonic. And I do want to say, I also personally think that tying Mania in with Forces for the big 25th anniversary was actually a good idea. I think it was a great idea to have those games tied together, and I think it could have been really cool and been much more fondly remembered if it wasn't for the fact that Forces was a train wreck. Like, Mania is really, really good, and Forces has a solid foundation, but everything that's just around, in and around Forces as a game and a franchise, Forces was never, ever allowed to have the time to succeed, and it makes me so sad, because me personally, when Mania was coming out, I wasn't super excited. Like, I loved the music that was coming out for it. Like, Studiopolis Zone is still one of my favorite tracks in the entire Sonic franchise. It is so good. But my eyes were always more focused on Forces. Because it's the brand new Sonic game that's coming out. It's the original one. It's the one that's supposed to bring things further along in the story, in the canon. And I also just resonated with the story that Forces was trying to present, much more than just another classic Sonic game. And it's... Forces, I think, really should have been able to get... Forces, like, as I've already said, Forces deserves so much better than it was ever given. It deserved more level designers, it deserved a better writing team, it deserved more time and money. And the fact that it didn't get any of that is precisely why I think Forces failed. Forces completely missed the mark on everything. Because it wasn't allowed to hit. And it sucks that while it's been a much needed change of pace and change of heart for Kishimoto, that Frontiers was basically his last shot. That makes me really sad because I love what Kishimoto wants to do with Sonic. He has such a good vision for what can make this franchise good. And I'm glad that at least with Frontiers now, he's finally being able to see that vision through somewhat. Sorry about the long rant about Sonic. I'm a Sonic fan if you can't tell. It's just, it's one of those conversations, and it's one of those things that makes this franchise so worth my time.
Experience has taught me to investigate anything that glows. Experience has also taught me that the best way to solve problems is to kick robot butt.
Visitors are cautioned to avoid feeding, petting, or saving any aliens.
Excuse me, giant killer robot? You want to do this the hard way or the easy way? Somehow I knew you'd say that. Let's dance.
So one example of how Sonic can work, honestly, in a gaming sense, just with a much more grounded, much more serious and invested story. And, like, seriously, just look at the IDW comics. Like, you don't have to do anything as big as, like, the Metal Virus was, because the Metal Virus was a ridiculous arc. I died? Anyway, so you don't have to do anything as big, bombastic, or ridiculous, quite frankly, as Metal Virus was. But something that's similar in tone and execution would do wonders for this franchise. Because the IDW comics do some genuinely tremendous things. Like, I haven't caught up much with it, but I've watched I don't remember the YouTube name right now, but the Sonic speed readings that are uploaded to YouTube. I watched those, and the stories they tell are so captivating with the Sonic cast. Especially the new characters that they add. I think having Surge and Tsunami in now as the quite literal polar opposites of Sonic and Tails is very cool. I'm very glad that we have that kind of thing. It makes things a lot more interesting to watch, play out, it makes things a lot more interesting to read, and it opens the door to way more possibilities for things in the future. and I'm not going to spoil anything in the IDW series in case anyone's not read it, because I also technically haven't read it myself, but it's really good. The IDW comics are genuinely great storytelling for Sonic, and I'm glad that they've now officially been canonized to some extent because of Frontiers. Even if we're dealing with the two worlds kind of situation again, where IDW is a separate canon, and the main games include things like Tangle and Whisper and stuff, even if that's the case, I'm just glad that that stuff is being included in the actual game canon now.
More information or limericks or whatever it is he's spouting?
Well, first, remember, this translation stuff isn't 100%.
And again, like, bringing Ian Flynn on to write the story for Frontiers with Kishimoto's passion and his vision, I can tell that Kishimoto really wanted Frontiers to succeed, and he knew just the kind of stuff that he had to do for it, and it is incredible what he was able to accomplish.
Battery is sort of an understatement.
And with how
It was first translating as
much
horrible
Kishimoto
body
listens to feedback and criticisms and
It seems
tries
like
to
you
fix
understand.
things,
And you might
do I even need to mention all of the tweets and stuff that were coming out for
Baldy nose hair! That's the best thing I've heard all day!
10-year-old me thought that joke was very funny.
I know, I've already written it
No,
down.
so
Anyway, he's draining them of their power.
what was I saying?
All their power, and using it for an evil...
Frontiers,
aquatic mammal?
Ian Flynn,
An evil dolphin?
Kishimoto. Oh,
No.
with the fact that Kishimoto was so responsive to people on Twitter answering their requests, criticisms, and
Hey, where are you going?
potential fixes for problems for the game, and took all of that and worked it into Update 3, which was the Final Horizon. It is incredible that someone who is as passionate, as kind, and as willing to listen as that is the spearhead for Sonic, for such a big franchise right now. It is a refreshing change of pace. And it's proof to me that there are still people who care about this character and this franchise beyond just the numbers, you know? Like, it's obvious that Kishimoto and Ian Flynn and all of them really do care. And it makes me very happy to see the direction that Sonic is going in now. It is kind of a cliche thing to say now that, like, Sonic is having, like, his like, rebirth era. But, I mean, it's true. I mean, just look at what Sonic has been doing the past couple years. I mean, we had the movie come out in 2020, which, was quite a big success, all things considered. And then, while Colors Ultimate is a mixed bag, same thing with Sonic Origins. We had Sonic 2 come out last year, which was very good. I adore Sonic 2 as a movie. Frontiers is a great step in the right direction for the franchise. Final Horizon was a wonderful DLC. We still have the IDW comics. We have Sonic 3 coming out next year. We just had Sonic Superstars, a refreshing new 2D Sonic game that's fully original, which also introduces Amy as a playable character properly into the classics. And then we also have Sonic Dream Team, which is not something I'm really too knowledgeable of right now, but that's an interesting looking game that's coming to Apple. It's so exciting. This is a very exciting time for me personally, because there's so much stuff coming out, and it's all so good. Like, I haven't even gotten a chance to watch Sonic Prime yet, and I just know I'm gonna enjoy it, because Sonic Prime, I've just heard that many good things about it. I think we are genuinely finally out of the rut that Sonic has been in for so long, because now he's really starting to shine. And it's just, yeah, again, it's my fanboy ramblings again, because I'm so invested in this franchise, but it makes me so happy. Like, even now, I still am giddy like a kid when I rewatch things with Frontiers, because Frontiers makes me very, very happy. Frontiers is a game that I can go back to no matter what and always enjoy myself. It's actually probably something I'll talk about in length at some point, but that is not something for right now, because I'm kind of in pain. My throat hurts a lot. I've been talking a lot this past like hour.
You almost made it.
You bastard. Not fun. I should have grabbed that cube. Alright, it just didn't let me stop. Thanks, video game. Really appreciate it. Sonic is finally starting to exit out of his awkward phase, because, yeah, basically from Heroes until Frontiers, anything to do with Sonic was a mixed bag, and that's putting it lightly. I mean, everything that's coming out with Sonic now is, like, yeah, some of it might be kind of mid, or just straight up bad, like, Color's Ultimate Release is something that should never fucking happen with the state that it was in, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is, there's a lot of the things that have been coming out Sonic related these past few years have only been received positively. Again, there's the two movies, there's Frontiers, there's Sonic Superstars, there's Sonic Prime. The reaction to Sonic Dream Team was positive. Yeah, Origins and Colors Ultimate were a few missteps, but overall, things have been much better now than they were for that stretch of, what, 15 years? And I'm not saying things like, I'm not saying Heroes is bad, I'm not saying any of that, no. I'm just saying, like, it's very obvious that from Sonic's inception to effectively SA2, aside from some, again, missteps here and there, Sonic was almost universally loved in everything that he did. I mean, look at Sonic 1, 2, and 3, look at CD, look at, Adventure, Sonic R, while, you know, it might not have been received great at first, I mean, like, it's not a mainline Sonic game, and it was the first real attempt at Sonic racing game. Plus, I mean, I don't think anyone will ever say the music for Sonic R doesn't go fucking hard. I love Sonic R's soundtrack so much. Yeah, it's once you get out of it's once you get away from SA2 that things really start to get bad, because now you have to worry about all of the story decisions that are being made. You have to worry about Sonic Chronicles being a video game. Especially since after Sonic Chronicles, that's when the Sega lawsuit mandates happened and really made things like colors, horses, generations, all that unable to succeed nearly as much as they could if they were just allowed to make stories again. But yeah, I mean, if you really wanna say it, I would probably say the last real, like, creative, the last real effort made would have been probably 06. Because once again, I have to stress, things like Sonic Unleashed was a very, very stripped back version of the Sonic world. Aside from, I think it was, this problem still hasn't been fixed? Holy shit. Sorry, give me a second. That's unbelievable that that still has not been fixed. This game is 2 years old. Oh my god. Anyway, the only recognizable characters in Unleashed was Sonic, Tails, Eggman, and Amy, I believe. Everything else was completely new. So, in a way, 06, since it has so, like, especially since 06 was the last time pre-Final Horizon where multiple playable characters were allowed that were more than just Sonic. It was the last time that Sega was able to let Sonic be Sonic, and even then, Sonic 06's development was incredibly rushed. So yes, in a way, you could say that Unleashed to Forces is Sonic's Dark Ages. Simply due to how incredibly poor everything was during that time in Sonic's career. Obviously, you know, you'll have to say that, like, you know, the classics were his golden era and stuff, which I believe there's foundation for that argument. I don't think that's completely unbased. But I think his golden age really was up to SA2. That's me personally. Because then after that, that's when things started to get weird. That's when things started to get controversial and silly. And I personally think his Dark Ages did start with Heroes. Even though Heroes isn't a bad game by any means, but there were some noticeable steps. And I think that with Frontiers, especially with all the DLC now finally having been rolled out, I think Sonic is firmly in his Renaissance era now. Because again, we have the movies, we have all the other stuff coming out. Sonic is now Mario is the icon for gaming, but Sonic is now, I would consider Sonic more of a media icon now, with how much he's broken out into other things. Because across both movies so far, I think both Sonic movies have made, what, $1 billion in total? Something like that? At least 800 million, because I believe I remember seeing both movies made 400 million at least. And I mean, again, you've got Sonic Prime, you've got the Sonic Boom TV show, you've got, whatever it is, you've got, the Knuckles TV show that's coming out soon, and then Sonic 3, of course. And again, you've got the games, you've got the IDW comics, and the Archie/Fleetway comics. Sonic, I believe, is no longer just a gaming icon, he is just an icon. And you know what? That's okay. As happy as I am that things are finally starting to improve for Sonic game-wise, I've always been drawn to him as just a character idea and as a franchise. And I'm very glad that we seem to finally be out of the pit that we dug ourselves into for so long. Oh, I'm supposed to hover there? Okay. Would've been cool to know that before. Whatever. I was just walking here. Wow, when I'm not ranting about a fucking Sonic game, I just get real quiet. Oops. Wow, I'm such an interesting person to talk to. What the fuck noise am I hearing? Whatever it is, it's fucking obnoxious. Oh yeah, that's the hover whip. Okay, that's the worst. Is it? I actually can't tell anymore. That's not the way I wanted to do that game. Okay, that's not cool. These are the most annoying fucking things in the world. Oh, okay, that was almost a train wreck. Alright. That was a train wreck. I just lost all my rings. That makes me sad. Oh, I actually almost fucking lost everything because I didn't know that was a mandatory homing attack chain. God damn it. For an hour and a half, and I'm already almost done with this game. Or I'm halfway done with this game, basically. I remember this game taking way longer. Then again, I was also a fucking 9-year-old kid and sucked at video games. That was about the most disgusting noise I could have made.
But I'm right here behind this generator. That's it, Hedgehog. Stand there and be a nice little target.
Tails, is that you humming?
Sonic, look out!
Tails! Tails, buddy?
He's my buddy now.
What have you done to him?
Me? I did nothing at all. Unless shooting him with my mind control beam that runs on alien energy counts is doing something to him. Does it? To get to me, you're going to have to go through your best friend. This turned out much better than I could have hoped. And I only used a small prototype.
Enjoy it while you can.
Oh, I will. In fact, the only way to make this better would be to have you two fight.
Come on, Tails. Snap out of it, dude. You don't want to do this.
Sonic, he has a literal beam of energy being zapped into him right now.
Tails, buddy, are you alright?
Where am I? Why is my nose hair tingling?
Lousy, cheap alien energy.
You ran out, fam.
Ran out of juice. Well, I'll get more. Lots
lots more. And then I won't just control one little punk, but the whole universe. In the meantime, enjoy the park. I'll leave you your own private tour guide.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot, and coming here was a good idea. There it is, straight from the horse's mouth.
We didn't bet.
Dang.
Before I start the boss, I just want to say something in addendum to what I was talking about earlier. There's two games that happen very close in release order to each other, where Kishimoto wanted to use the idea of Tails fighting Sonic to some extent. Like, he wanted to have some sort of conflict happen between Sonic and Tails. Here, it seems like it was obviously played a little bit more for a joke with the whole mind control thing. But in Lost World, when Tails is captured by the Zeti, he is then basically transformed, quote unquote, into a cyborg and is about to turn on Sonic. He doesn't, but he's about to. And I really want to know where Kishimoto would take a story like that if he's allowed to. Anyway, boss fight time. This boss fight track actually is pretty good. I haven't really heard the boss music in this game a lot, because I don't really go back to this game much, but it's pretty good. At least this one. I just need a laser whisk and then we're good to go. Probably an achievement for killing this boss in one hit, too. That's my guess, since I got one for the Ferris wheel boss. There we go. Oh, okay, I didn't think that was going to be right there. Oh, I was like, did that hit the boss?
Sorry, I got more than broken robot.
Something else I really want to point out is about this game that I think is really well done is I think the way that they reincorporated bosses in this game is also really interesting.
Hey, Sonic, did you give the guide your complaint?
Oh,
I
doing pretty good. What's up, Yacker?
like, for example, they,
So did you get any
or at
more
least
info?
I at least think one example that they did was very good. I think when they remixed the pirate boss from Sweet Mountain
For a mind control weapon.
for
On the hard way.
Do we know how Eggman is getting
whatever
all
the
these
water
aliens?
world is called. I cannot remember what it's called right now. It's not Aquatic Park.
A baldy nosehair was using burps to do it.
He is pretty gassy. Maybe the smell would knock him out? I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that.
That's what I
Anyway,
said. It made
sorry,
no sense.
I've been trying to think of the name.
Then, I
But
mean,
basically, when they
just
redid that
realized
boss
you
for the
said
water world
So,
in this
no
game,
burps. Well, that's a relief.
instead of fighting on land, you're obviously
So
fighting
basically,
underwater, and the
Eggman
physics
was using
change.
5 tractor beam
And
generators
it's
to hold their
really
planet
interesting
orbital
because
and
instead of
scale it all
now
up.
swimming, or now instead of drilling under the ground, you can drill through the water on top of the boss, and it changes the dynamic of the fight a little bit.
So, if
And I
the
think it's
math is
really interesting.
that leaves us 3 more.
I think the boss that we just fought, when it gets remixed for
We should get moving.
uh,
Aliens don't have much time.
Once I start moving, I don't need
Fucking-
much time.
I cannot remember the name of the worlds, any of the worlds in this.
Soon the mind control weapon
Not
will
Planet
be full of
Coaster,
energy I
because
received
that's
from the
a
aliens,
Coaster
and Sonic's
Tycoon.
world will be the
Um,
center of my interplanetary theme park.
Anyway, when that boss comes back later, I think that one's pretty lazy. I think they literally just took the boss and reskinned it.
I reckon I will.
Because I think even the Rotatatron is different in his Planet Wisp boss fight. But, I don't know, I very well could be wrong.
The top bone connected to the mouth bone. There, good as new.
Finally, I don't think anything could have been more annoying than that cowboy chatter.
Asteroid Coaster, that's the one I was thinking of.
I'm begging your pardon, Squire, but me and my mate here are gonna sail off and search for that lumber Sonic. Arr!
Yeah.
I think that's the wrong chip.
Really? Are you sure he doesn't normally speak in pirate?
On the bright side, he's much more exotic now.
Just go find him and... Shortly, I will have no need for those idiots. In just a few hours, Sonic's world will be under my control. When it is, it will be the crown jewel of my amusement park. The greatest amusement park in the universe. I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle. Next up, the
Aquarium, okay,
The
aquarium part, not aquatic part.
Planet Wisp. This attraction is currently off limits, as it is still on...
How long have I been streaming for? An hour and a half already? Jesus. Anyway. God, Planet Wisp is such a fun world. Admittedly, though, with this game, I kind of wish it would have been either this or Tropical Resort to get brought back. Because admittedly, I do think the nature versus technology theme here is cool, but I think Tropical Resort would have just been more fun. For instance, the wisp they used for Generations Planet Wisp was Rocket, which is annoying. I think they could have had some fun laser gimmicks in Generations if they used Tropical Resort. Oh shit. Video game? What's happening? Although, I will say, this song, Planet Wisp, is really good. Oh? I went the wrong way, I guess? I'm actually gonna end this here. I think I streamed enough for a little bit, and I mean, at the very least, I have the other half of the game I can complete for another stream.